good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Guys, this morning we continue our conversations and we are chatting with Mr. Barry Joefield. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you for having me. Morning,
Good
Tobago.
morning. So you have kickstart your show here on Tobago Updates, and you are basically talking the things. You are saying the things that the people want to say, but some people can't say, I'm guessing. So you have started your weekly podcast here. So talk to us about that.
I think my time is short this morning, so I would just basically want to say what we're dealing with tonight would be measuring the performance of the THA. I'm hopeful that I will have Mr. Rodney Pigott of CivilNet here with me as well to delve into some of the performance surveys that they have done already and bring that into a nexus with the GDP figures and so on and really assess the performance of the current administration because I think it's necessary. One other segment would be of the program would be discussing topical issues. And I would want to discuss the issue of ID cut tonight. I think ID cut is in a bad way. I think they are doing some very awkward things in the organization that, Tobagonians need to pay attention to. ID cut is supposed to be that beacon in Tobago in terms of transforming the economy and so on. And there are some serious things going on in ID cut that we need to discuss. That refusal, with respect to the freedom of information, IDCOT is using our money to prevent us getting information on our THA company. And I'm saying that that's an affront to democracy in Tobago. And I think we're going to deal with that tonight very clinically and help Tobagonians to understand why we need to pay attention to things like IDCOT.
Right, and your show will be starting tonight you started last week.
Sure.
But tonight you have your second episode.
Sure.
That would be at 8 p.m. So if you want to hear Mr. Joefield from his economic perspective, get into some of the topical issues here on the island of Tobago, one of them being the Tobago Performance Survey being circulated by the Tobago CivilNet and a number of other topics. Are there any things that you want Tobagonians to be aware of as it relates to some of the topics that you are going to be bringing through your show tonight?
Yeah, well, I just want to recap because, coming out of, I've been observing the selection of candidates for the THA. And in particular, on the last occasion, I dealt with the Dutch disease. And strange enough, the Secretary for Works, Trevor James, speaks about this exploration in Tobago waters, this idea about natural gas and oil saving Tobago. And I've tried to dispel the notion that natural gas will save Tobago. There's a thing called the Dutch disease, and they also call it the natural resource curse. There's a reason they call it that, because that view that natural resource will save us is a myth. It's a myth in Venezuela. The Venezuelans are coming here and they're going everywhere else, and Venezuela has the largest oil deposits in the world, not in South America, not in our region, in the world, and people are running from there. Natural gas and oil will not save us. And we need to debunk that idea that 6 nautical miles or 60 nautical miles and the oil and gas will save Tobago. It will not. So, those are the kinds of things I want to distill, because if you look at the GDP per capita countries in the Caribbean, the ones that don't have natural gas have higher GDP per capita than those that have. And it's clear, natural gas will not save us. And, that myth that is being pervaded that oil and gas finding Tobago will solve all our problems is a myth. Yeah.
Totally understood. So we want to encourage our viewers, if you are interested in some of the topics that Mr. Economist Barry Joefield will be delving into, be sure that you are online this evening. at 8 p.m. to be a part of that discussion. Guys, we want to thank you so much for being a part of this morning's discussions. We want to thank you for your likes, your shares, and all those comments. Unfortunately, we could not have gotten to all of them this morning, but continue to interact with us as we continue to do all that we can here on Tobago Updates to be the number one broadcaster on the island. Again, I am Shenell Felix, and I want to say thank you.